amazing day, guys. Your boy turned up, super sane. It's your boy Broly Gaines out here, man. Y'all gotta make sure you go do these, especially if you're not doing that. You gotta do something. If you're not training your body, at least train your mind. Today in this video, we're gonna talk about injuries and how to heal it. A lot of people that I'm speaking to that's joining my program are dealing with injuries. So I decided to make, and on my comment section, a lot of people are saying, yo, I can't do those because I have tendinitis or because I have shoulders pain and things like that. So ligaments and joint pain as you're getting older. A guy asked me, he said, hey bro, I know you in your 30s, I felt as if, going into my 30s, my body I could feel changes. I feel like I'm getting older. I can't do certain things. Can you relate to that? And I was telling him, no, I cannot relate to that because of the things that I practice. So hopefully I could be able to help you out with some advice to be able to heal certain injuries, especially with your ligaments and joints, shoulder pain, tendinitis. But before we get into healing it, let's talk about the exercises that causes these pains. First of all, let's go to the pull-up bar. Feel me? Now, a lot of guys, especially when you start out as a beginner, you want to start to do some pull-ups, and you are able to do an average amount of pull-ups to create a basic routine to follow. You start to, especially if you start doing 1,000 and you've never done that before. So let's just show you. Pronated grip pull-ups. Now, I tell guys all the time, because in the comment section, when we do different challenges, people are always commenting, and even though G, he'll tell you, I need strict form.
Definitely is the key.
Come on, G, come on.
Strict form is the key. It will help your body progress much faster. Plus technique, plus strength, endurance, and everything else to come along with it. And besides, it also sculpts your body. So, for example,
1,500 pack. But OG, look at that shit hard as hell. OG, sometimes people don't realize even though good technique and strict form, that can lead to injuries when you do too many reps.
Yes, it can. In other words, always listen to your body. Your body will never lie to you. So never force anything, especially for beginners.
So when you're doing a pull-up, and as I say, you guys comment in the section when guys are doing challenges saying, hey, he's doing shorties because he's locking out right here at an angle to where there's still tension within the joints. This is the healthiest way to be able to do a pull-up so that you don't be able to accumulate too much tension that will cause inflammation that you have to deal with tendinitis inside of the joints and the ligaments of the elbows. That is a horrible pain. I had to experience that, and what I had to do was do a different variation because if I stopped doing exercises, I still felt the pain. So I had to come and do a different variation of pull-ups. For example, chin-ups. I don't know why they call it pull-up, they call it chin-ups, but you still use the same pulling muscles to be able to get up. Feel me? And if you arch your back, more on the lats. If you have the hollow body, you hit more of the traps. Feel me? So you just have to understand that even though you're doing a pull-up, you still want to stay at an angle where you guys say it's a shorty. Right here. Boom. If I want to do 50 pull-ups straight, I'm not coming down here. Because guess what? I'm hanging all of my body weight onto all of my wrists. All these ligaments and joints and muscles are holding on the rest of my body hanging down. So as I go to 30, 40, 50, and I drop, this is what's causing the rip and tears into the ligaments and joints that's creating this inflammation that's causing tendinitis. Another exercise, push-ups. From tendinitis, you typically would get that either from pulling exercises. Now, a lot of people deal with shoulder pains, rip rotator cuff muscles in the shoulders, the delts, the front delts, because of sometimes the lack of knowledge while doing push-ups, right? First, let's talk about the technique. So first of all, the body doing the movement, there is no wrong technique. No matter what you're doing, if you're pushing even if my core is all the way down here, even if my core is all the way up here, even if my core is on the side over here, and I'm doing a push-up, muscles are being engaged. A certain amount of reps will affect the body to be able to reap certain results from that. So there is no right or wrong with movement. Now, to be able to consistently do the movement with high reps and not cause any injuries, as I told you about the pull-up, the range of motion. Come up, boom. I'm not locking out right here. I'm locking out at an angle, once again. And with my shoulders, I'm not decompressed. Feel me? My scapula is engaged before I go into the push-up. I'm not right here and then, boom, relaxing. And now I'm causing not only too much tension, but the wrong type of tension towards the bones and the ligaments inside the shoulder muscles. Between the front dares and the mid, it doesn't even matter, especially if you have rotator cuff muscle problems. Anyway, to be able to heal these problems, shorties, the things that you guys say are not the good things at times.
No, those are good.
Especially if you want to heal, if you have injuries, if you feel as though a push-up is too difficult, right here, boom, 100 of these. People are wondering why guys in jail are coming out so big. They are doing these every day, especially when they get to a limit or a point where one push-up is too much. You cannot sleep, you cannot eat until you finish all your push-ups. So you gotta do these. Another exercise, dips. Boom, I'm not right here. Scapula's engaged, compress. Feel me? Boom. Now the traps is engaged, my core is engaged. You can feel the muscles engaging. Now, as I go down, now I feel stretch in the chest, because this is one of the best exercises for your chest and your shoulders and your triceps. It's a pushing exercise. So to be able to avoid injuries and do high reps, I have to make sure that when I come here, before I even try to master doing a dip, I'm gonna hold right here for at least 3 minutes.
A lot of people sleep on static holds.
Just right here, 3 minutes.
Static holds is one of the best exercises to put in your routine.
Learning how the muscles feel as they start to engage in different ways as I stay there in an isometric hold. Feel me? Because after a while you start shaking, you start having to become one with whatever's going on with you, with the pain that's your body's feeling at that time. Boom. You do 3 minutes, you master that, you go up to like 5 minutes. You master that. The person that told me this, Master Romy, he has done 15 minutes in the rain, in my face like this. Just like that. And then consistently do that for 1 week. You'll strengthen the muscle groups that's worked to be able to master the dips. By the time you go and try to do a dip, you're like, wow, this dip is a lot easier. And then on top of it as well, remember, now when you do a dip, you don't have to go all the way down here. The 90 is good right here. You don't want to overextend when you're doing any exercise. Squats, it doesn't even matter, guys. Stay consistent. If nature ain't make it, don't take it. DoTheseGains.com and follow my brother. What's your page, Brody?
Master Roshi. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram.
You feel me?
Check it out.
Guys, it's not hard. It's beautiful outside. Even if it's not beautiful outside, you have beauty inside. You are divine. You are amazing. You are spectacular. You are a Super Saiyan. Do these.